What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. And you know what? Today, we're going to talk about what's going on in the city of Atlanta. And Keisha Bottoms, who is the mayor of the great city of Atlanta. She's also an attorney, a graduate of Florida A&M University. And let's just be honest, she's our people, right? I have a very large respect for our fellow African Americans who have achieved, especially academically in life. But you know what? Keisha Bottoms wants to blame Donald Trump for problems. Keisha Bottoms wants to blame everybody. He talks about how the Tulsa rally was an embarrassment, all this stuff. But see, you know what? While Keisha Bottoms is now became a part of the Biden vice presidential conversation, because Democrats are so desperate, Keisha Bottoms has failed the city of Atlanta. She's failed it. T.I. has failed it. Killer Mike has failed the great city of Atlanta, once the black mecca of the South. In 1990 and 91, 92, 67% of the population was African American, and now it is the fastest growing white city in America. Keisha Bottoms has failed Atlanta. So much so that, we look at this Rayshard Brooks situation and we blame the police for how it was handled. I told you I didn't have a comment on it. I still don't. I have my own personal feelings about it. You may or may not agree with it, but it's not important today. The situation is that cities like Atlanta, the crime, if it's not already dangerous enough, it will become more dangerous. Because see, people in Atlanta don't want to be policed. Gotta talk about this, all right? It's going to come a time where police officers in Atlanta, in any black city, they're going to be afraid to do their jobs, okay? And I get it. Police brutality is a situation, it's a thing. But see, what happens a lot of time is how black people encounter the police. We do understand that white people have definitely dealt us a nasty hand. That's true. But Keisha Bottoms doesn't address the issues happening in Atlanta, which create that situation. Again, Atlanta is a city where you have historically black colleges, you have wealthy people, you have the Atlanta movie industry, and Keisha Bottoms is in the same bed with the same people that have broken down the black family, the Democratic Party. And wants a place, a destination for blacks to go and move and do something great with their life. If you couldn't get a chance in California, if you couldn't get a chance in Oregon as a black, you go to Atlanta and get a chance. People from Africa move to Atlanta. Ivory Coast is in Atlanta. Ugandans are in Atlanta. Nigerians in Atlanta. Everybody from the South, everybody in the world knows if you want to be black, you want to go to Atlanta. No more. Those days will be numbered. Because Keisha Bottoms and her policies cannot protect the city. She cannot run the city. It's in turmoil under her leadership. So much so she has to go to buffoons like T.I. and overweight people like Killer Mike, who cannot even take care of himself, let alone talking about what others should be doing, you are one jelly donut away from a heart attack. You know what? Let me stop. And now you want to reward her with the vice presidential nomination so that she and Joe Biden can turn the whole United States into Atlanta. A complete, if you will say, a circus. And let me talk about something. Police are necessary in America. And I know you guys talk about defunding the cops, and for whatever reason that makes sense to you. But if you defund the police, you better have something to use that money to go towards. Starting families is one thing. Incentives to get married is one thing. Funding local business is one thing. But if you just defund the police, crime's gonna go up. White on black crime's gonna go up. Black on white crime's gonna go up. Black on black crime's gonna go up. And the citizens will become the biggest victims that will get eaten up by those criminals out there. And Keisha Bottoms gives criminals a pass because she wants to be down with the cause. And the biggest problem in Atlanta is not necessarily the police. It's the fact that you have these kids coming out of these homes that encounter the police. And broken families. And the gentrification issue because blacks can't hold Atlanta down anymore. And they can't even run their own city anymore. So now other people got to come in and run it because you have no tangible plans for these African Americans and these blacks there. And now our people are suffering there. And I feel bad for African Americans in Atlanta because Keisha Bottoms has let them down. T.I. has let them down. Killer Mike has let them down. And once you lose the police force, trust in the police can't trust her. Can they? Can they trust her? They can't. You know what? It was so bad. The white police chief that they had quit. I'm done. And do you know what? I don't blame her. Because do you know what? She's gonna get blamed for everything. I would also resign. Because you know what? It's not her fault. In my opinion. I'm sorry. It's not Erica Shields' fault. I mean, I know we want to blame the white people all the time, and I get it. In this case, it's not her fault. Because she had to quit because you know why? These problems in Black Atlanta are going to continue to go. They're going to continue to fester. And the person who needs to resign is not Erica Shields. Keisha Bottoms needs to resign. She doesn't know what she's doing. And she should quit. And allow somebody else to do the job. She doesn't deserve to be mayor of such a great city. These things happen under her watch. It's so easy to blame the white police chief officer and all of that. Don't blame her. Blame Keisha where it needs to be. Blame T.I. Blame Killer Mike. Blame the culture. That has ruined Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm done with this topic. It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, subscribe, hit the bell. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for all that you do. I really thank you for assisting us here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. And guys, check me out here at patreon.com/Negromanosphere. Really thank you guys for all that you do. And as you know, and don't forget the Black Media Perfect t-shirts. As you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.